Hello, everyone. It is me, Danielle Jane Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate, and I'm here for another episode of Tuesday Tip at 2. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's and this week's Tuesday Tip at 2. And I'm excited to continue in the series of housing market trends. What is trending? What's in different areas of the Philadelphia and surrounding suburbs? What's trending? What's going on? What's going on in these areas? And so we're talking about it. And this week we're going to be talking about Delaware County. Delaware County. And so I'm going to dive into what towns and areas consist of Delaware County in just a little bit. But first, I need to let you know that thank you for subscribing. Thank you to my new subscribers, number one. And if you have not subscribed, if you have not, if you just landed on this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I need you to go ahead and do it. So please press subscribe, hit the all notifications bell so you can get all things. Now, as I hinted earlier, I am a PA licensed realtor and I service the Philadelphia and surrounding suburbs, which include Delaware County and Montgomery County. And if you are in those areas and you need help, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to book.djmrealty.co. I need you to go to book.djmrealty.co.com and schedule your seller or buyer consultation. Listen, end of January is quickly approaching, so you need to be gearing up and getting ready to hit the spring market. I know sellers are getting ready, and if you're a seller who wants to get ready, I can absolutely help you. If you're a buyer who needs to get ready for the spring market, I'm here to help you. Now, there's no ribbon cutting ceremony for the spring market. You don't have to wait now, but if it is more convenient to wait now, why? Because of tax season and all those different things, and because it's closer to the end of the school year, if you have children, then hey, I'm all for it. But if you're ready to buy or sell now, let's go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and dive into talking about Delco. Okay, Delco. Is also called Delaware County. Okay, but those who are from, or near, and about, or around, adjacent to Delaware County, they affectionately call it Delco. Okay, even with Montgomery County, it's typically called Montco. So, and Philly is called Philly. It's just, we don't call it Philadelphia County. We just call it Philly, right? But Delaware County, or Delco, is an area that I'm going to pull up a map. It encompasses some amazing towns. Okay. So, and the thing about Delaware County is that there are some towns that overlap, between there's a Delco side and there is a Montgomery County side. Okay, so as we talked about in my previous episode, we talked about Haverford a little bit, and we talked about Ardmore, we talked about Bryn Mawr, we talked about Villanova a little bit, and some of these areas, and these are areas that have a Delaware County side and a Montgomery County side. So there is literally a county line. You can see it here, right there. And so a lot of times there is a one or the other side. What side are you on? You on the Montgomery County side? You on the Delco side, right? So we all know that there are these nice towns that's along the main line that encompass Delaware County, but there is also, and Radnor is included, Wayne is included, right? Delaware County side. But you have the towns that are mainline adjacent, if you will. And we learned that from last time, mainline adjacent. So you have, Drexel Hill, you have East Lansdowne, Springfield, Glenolden, Fallcroft, Folsom, Ridley Park, Springfield Townships, Swarthmore, Rose Valley, Media, Brookhaven, so on and so forth, Newtown Square, Glen Mills, Chadsford, Garnet Valley. I'm very much familiar with a lot of these areas and venturing into them because my son plays sports. So a lot of times I have to travel to these areas and I get to see their beautiful schools and neighborhoods. So it's always fun to check them out. Now, as I was saying before, some great areas and all that good stuff on the map that we were able to point out. But let me tell you a little bit of history of Delaware County. Okay. So similarly to the main line, Delaware County was a way for, people to come out and vacation. It was another way for people to come out and vacation, to get away from the city and everything like that. Interestingly enough, Westchester Pike was similarly to Lancaster on the main line, was a place where a lot of shops, a lot of trade goods, and all those different things were established, so that people can, vacation, have somewhere to go, can trade and all that other stuff. A lot of, again, trolleys and railroads and transportations were coming up and everything like that, to really help people to be able to navigate between Philly and to the suburbs, as well as really the northeast corridor areas like Media and Newtown Square. There were resort hotels built around there, and it was a lot of farmers. The Westchester Pike was a route for farmers to be able to transport their milk and produce to Philadelphia. Okay. At the turn of the 20th century, a third of the county's population lived in Chester, and the waterfront area became a powerful industrial complex, contributing significantly to the needs of the county during both world wars. In the eastern part of the county, 69th Street Terminal was completed in 1907. How many know about 69th Street? It really is just an extension of Philly. We all know it's in Delaware County, specifically Upper Darby, but all Philly people grew up to it being just an extension of Philadelphia, okay? And was the place to be, still is. And they, over the years since 1907, have added to it, revitalized it over the years. I know it went through a recent revitalization because, stores come and go and all that other stuff, but they're always revitalizing it, getting stores in there. I know that the movie theater that's on 69th Street went through a few changes, and now it's like more of a I haven't been there. I haven't been to that movie theater in forever. But I know it's like I think it's a movie tavern where you can sit and eat and order your food and all that good stuff. I did have recently been there last week to go to the Burlington coat factory. That's like 2 levels. It has all these clothes. Went to the Ross store. I went to the Chipotle down there. I think they have a Verizon. I know they have AT&T. They have an IHOP down there where I had just discovered, which I'm excited about that because the one that was closer to me closed down. So I was happy that they had one there. But it's just so many things at 69th Street Terminal, which is the end of the Market Frankfurt line, which we call the L. Okay. It goes from 69th Street Terminal to Frankfurt, which is in the Northeast Philly. I feel like Northeast Philly deserves their own housing trend because, it's a part of Philly, but it's a whole nother land. It's a whole nother area in comparison to Philly a lot of times. But yeah, definitely 69th Street is a great place to go to, whether you're living in Delaware County or whether you're in Philly. Okay, it is definitely a staple. I remember they had a theme song at 69th Street, 69th Street. I remember all that. Don't ask me to give you the rest of the words to that song, but that's the part I remember. So it became a hub of transportation, subway, elevated trains from Philadelphia connecting with trolley cars of Delaware County, which served Westchester, Sharon Hill, Ardmore, and Media. After the First World War, there was considerable residential development at Upper Darby, Drexel Hill, Havertown, Springfield, which continued after the Second World War, in such communities as Westbrook, Park, Upper Darby Township, and Marple Township. Okay, the middle parts of the 20th century witnessed unparalleled population growth, and more families moved to the suburbs. Delaware County is the 4th most populous in the state, even though it has the 3rd smallest. Now, somewhere else I read that it's the 5th most populous, but it's either the 4th or the 5th. Is one of those. So all that to say, it's an amazing area. Definitely historic. Definitely all those different things. And so, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into what else is going on with Delaware. So based on site niche.com, let's check out some of the best places to live in Delaware County. Okay, you have Swarthmore coming in at number 1, Nether Providence Township, Radnor Township, Upper Providence Township, Haverford Township, Media at number 6, 7 is Thornberry Township, Bethel Township, Chadds Ford Township, and coming in at number 10, you have Newtown Township. Are looking for diversity Okay, diverse area. You have coming in at number one, East Lansdowne, regular Lansdowne at number two, Upland. You have at number Upland was number three. You have number four, Fallcroft. You have number five, Trainer. You have number six, Eddystone. You have number seven, Collingdale. You have number eight, Darby. And you have number nine, Milbourne. And number 10, Alden, as most diverse. If you're looking for something for family, you have number one, Swarthmore. You have number two, Nether Providence Township, Thornbury Township, Radnor Township, Upper Providence, Haverford, Bethel, Chatsford, Media, and number 10, you have Concord. And I can go on and on with the different lists and all that good stuff. So if you are definitely looking for some great places to be in Delaware County, they're here for you. Okay. And the website again is niche.com that I got that information from, letting you know all the different amazing areas in Delaware County. Now let's get to some housing stats. Let's talk about it. The average sale price of a home in Delaware County was $300,000 last month, went up 11.9% since last year. The average sale price per square foot in Delaware County went up, is now 182, which went up 9.3% since last year. Let's check out some of the demands for the county. In December 2022, Delaware County home prices went up 13.2% compared to last year, selling for a median price of $300,000. Our average homes in Delaware County sell after 33 days on the market compared to 33 days last year. So pretty even kill. There were 462 homes sold in December this year, and which is down almost 50% because last year was 778. Okay. If we're looking at year over year, the median sale price went up 13%, like I said before, which is fine. The median days on the market is actually the same. It did not change from year over year. So that average of 33 days is pretty even kill for Delaware County. Okay. Let's look at some of the home types. So the median sale price for single family homes, so a home not attached to anything, is $418,000. Okay. And townhomes, which is twin or row homes and everything like that, is about 210. Okay. For condos, you're at about 200. So if we look at again, who is coming to Delaware County, coming to these areas, what's the migration looking like? It is again the same reason that I gave talking about Philly, the same areas I gave talking about the main line is again the same. It is New York. People from New York are coming, DC. Some people from the West Coast are coming, San Francisco, the Midwest, Chicago, and those places. But the two top ones are New York and DC. Why? Why? As I've said before, it's the cost of living. It's the cost of living because of remote working, because of remote stuff. You can absolutely get a job and be in this area, get paid a decent salary, especially based on New York and DC. Their average salaries are higher than Philly, and so you can get a nice paying job and you can get more bang for your buck, right, as far as home for a house as well as lifestyle in general if you move here. And the thing about it is, even if you're not remote working, we have Acela, we have Amtrak. You can red eye to work when you need to. If you're, kind of hybrid working where you go into the office sometimes, or even if you're going in every day, we have again the railroad systems that are super duper fast now and efficient, where you can go ahead, get to New York or get to DC in no time every day, right? Commute there, commute back, and you're there in no time. So for many people, it's very advantageous to go ahead and say, hey, if I'm making, some big bucks in New York or some big bucks in DC, I want to be able to get the style of house that I want, the type of house that I want, the kind of living that I want. I don't want to live, apartment style. Or in DC, they're a bit more eclectic with their area, similar to Philly. But again, the housing prices are a bit higher. So you can come out, live in Delaware County. You can live on the main line. You can even live in Philly if you do like the city life, but you want to spend less money. You can do that here. That's why everybody won't come. As far as how competitive the market is, it's, pretty average. It's about 65%. Some area, depending on where you're trying to move to, it's about 60 to 70%. As far as competitiveness, meaning that, yeah, it might be a few offers in on a property, You may have to go up about 2% above this list price, maybe 5% above. A lot of times houses are going pending in around 13 days. So it really just, depends on what area. Delaware County is a nice size. We know it's not as big as Montgomery County, but it is a nice size area, right? Which a vast amount of different price points. And that's one of the things that I do like about Delaware County is that I've had clients who got into Delaware County and their budget is $200,000, right? And they were able to get in decent areas in Delaware County that are really nice, because they're moving out of Philly for different reasons. And so it makes it more affordable if you can't get to the main line. The main line, 9 times out of 10, is not going to have houses that's 100 and something thousand or 200 something thousand. If they do, they're going to need work and a lot of it. And trust you me, I've been in a position where I've had clients in that price range and we bid on a house and it was 20 something, 30 something offers on the property and most of them were investors. So even if it's something that's a low price point in the main line, it's an investor who's going to be eating it up. And of course they playing with cash and, 2-day closings. So you're going to get beat out every time. Right. But in Delaware County, it is very common to be able to get something, depending on where you are in Delaware County, definitely within that 200,000 price range. But there are houses that you can get for 150 and it's very affordable. You know what I mean? And, for those who want to move outside of the city, it's an option for them. Now, of course, the taxes are definitely higher. And actually, Delaware taxes are even higher than mainline taxes, depending on where you are, and depending on what kind of house that it is. But on average, it runs a little bit higher. But again, the houses are definitely more affordable. So, you just got to balance it out. So the towns in Delaware County are very historic, very nice, very small town like, always holding events and festivals in different, towns and townships. So if you're into that small town life, there are definitely pockets in Delaware County where you can find that. Oh, that is all for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. I hope that helped you. I hope that it was halfway enjoyable and I hope that you were able to learn something about Delaware County. And I hope it maybe helps you to decide to want to move there. If any of this is helping you, if any of this is provoking you to want to buy or sell, please, you know what to do. Go to book.djmrealtyco.com. Again, that's djmrealtyco.com and book your consultation to buy with me, Danielle J. Mitchell, Queen of Real Estate and Social Media Extraordinaire. Okay. You need to do that today. All right. So listen, if that's helping you, please share this with somebody who it may help. Please comment. I read them, I respond to them, I do all the things. So please comment, please share this out. I appreciate it. Remember, there's no place at home buying, and I will see you next week for our new Tuesday.